Hello, my beautiful ones. This is Dr. V. Welcome to a new timeless love reading. Pick a card style. So today we're going to be answering the question, will you and your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, the person that you're watching this video for, will you end up together, especially if you have been going through obstacles, challenges, or any form of separation where you may have little to no contact. So we're going to go in deep answering this question, asking Spirit for advice and guidance on what your journey will be and how it's going to come together for the two of you. So before we get started into your card choices, I just want to give a big warm welcome to our new subscribers. We're so happy to have you in the Live Tarot community. If you're already a Livy, you know how much I love you. Thank you so much for all of your love and support on this channel, for me as well as for each other. So without further ado, let's get into how this pick a card reading is going to work. So if you're new to pick a cards, I suggest that you take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Go by your intuition. Which of these piles do you feel most attracted to? Now you can pick one, you can pick two, or you can pick all three and take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. Because remember, this is a general reading. Not everything may resonate for you. So you just want to be gentle with yourself and see what works. So your first choice here is like a bird. Your second choice here is under my umbrella. And your third choice here is night rule. So which of these three images do you feel most guided and attracted to for your message from Spirit? And so we're going to get started here with our group number one. Okay, my beautiful group one who chose like a bird, here is your reading. So let's take a look at, will you end up together? Wow, okay, so this is actually really very, very lovely. So we're here with the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So I'm going to start off right here because this Nine of Swords, this is telling me that your person, your love, is right now really, really stressing out about what is going on in your connection. Okay, they may be up at night, they may be having dreams about you, they are feeling a lot of internal pressure in terms of wanting to make this connection work and wanting it to be everything that it's meant to be. So I feel like there's definitely some sort of a disconnect here where it's like your person wanted this connection, wanted this love so much, but yet something still went wrong in the way that they communicated that with you, as in they weren't as upfront about it as they should have been. As in, I feel that there's an energy here, a little bit of taking you for granted. So I'm feeling that there was certain things that this person did that really did not sit well with you. As in, you didn't like the way that they were behaving. You didn't like some of the choices that they were making because they were coming at so much in their life from a point of stress, from a point of almost like, fly by the seat of your pants, not really thinking through their decisions. They've been going through some sort of a phase where it's like they literally, you know what they say, like when you don't have a plan, when you don't know what you're doing, when you don't know what to do or how to do it, you just kind of throw things around hoping something will stick. That's the energy that's coming through from your person. It's like they have been feeling so lost and so without actual direction that they were just kind of starting to act a bit erratic, a bit willy-nilly in their behavior. And they did, because they didn't know what is the right way to move forward. So I feel that also in this energy, there was a lot going on in their life where they were acting the same way. So you may have been thinking, gosh, I can't believe the way you're acting. Like, why are you doing these things that don't really make any sense? Like, I feel like their behavior became very odd, very erratic, very hot and cold. Like when they were hot for you, they were extremely hot for you. But when they were cold, they were really cooled off towards you. And so it really made you feel like you were on some sort of a roller coaster. And that is not good. Like you started feeling like something is really off here. And so if you had stepped back from this connection, thinking, hey, there's something wrong here in the way that you are behaving, in the way that you're acting, it's hurting me, I don't like it. If you have stepped back and given this person their space, it's actually working in the sense that has stressed them out in a good way, though, because they are now starting to realize or recall that what they did is not working. And look at this, it's like they see you as their Queen of Cups. So I feel very much that you are coming through in this reading as somebody who is much more emotionally evolved. So it's almost like the behavior that you have seen your person engaging in, it's almost like this is the kind of behavior that maybe you would have done in the past, but you have really done the work. You have really done the internal work to evolve past that. So it's almost like you recognize your former self or aspects of your former self in your love. And it's almost like you smile whenever you see this. Like yes, it is hurtful, but then it also opens up a knowing within you that, hey, you know what? I kind of remember when I used to be like this, I kind of remember when I used to be more erratic, more, sometimes even more belligerent, like more prone to argument, more prone to making a big deal out of things that aren't a big deal. So I feel like it's almost like, yes, it hurts you, it bothers you, but then there's also an inner knowing that you recognize what is going on with your love because you felt that way yourself before. But this is a beautiful energy here that shows us that you have truly emotionally evolved from that point. And so of course you're gonna have a little bit of impatience as well for your love because you want them to evolve as well. Like you want them to meet you as an equal. You want them to be in the same emotional place that you are in. But see, I feel like with this child's energy, it's like you do see your love a bit more in a childlike way. I feel like the person that you're in love with, they do have a bit more of this youthful, childlike energy. They do have a bit of that immaturity coming through that is not working well for them. But it's like you recognize that. You recognize that because you used to be there yourself. And now it's like you want them to be able to recognize this, know that it's there for all of us, but to move forward from that into some form of transformation and some form of maturity that's going to come, forward from there. And that is why this is a beautiful card to get, because I feel that you two are mirroring each other in that desire. See, so that as your love is getting more and more stressed here, thinking, okay, I really messed this up, what can I do? They are also seeking that transformation. They want a breakthrough in this connection. And they do absolutely, yes, want to end up with you. Okay, I'm seeing that because look at the Six of Wands energy. It's like they want to take steps towards you. They want to take steps towards having a fresh start with you. Isn't this beautiful? And also with this reconciliation card. So these energies tell us that yes, they absolutely want to end up with you. No matter what the situation is right now, even though it could be very dire, right? It could be not good at all between the two of you right now. But see, what they're doing is with the Six of Wands, they are looking to take steps towards you. They're looking to make positive and good steps towards you, and just kind of make smaller gestures. Like, they don't feel that they can just kind of rush back into your heart or rush back into your life, because they know that they have hurt you. They know that they have let you down. They know that they may have even betrayed you. For some people, I'm also feeling some sort of sense of betrayal, or like they turned their back on you when you really needed them. Like they weren't there for you when you really, really needed them. And so you also felt really bad about that. So that may be another reason why you're wondering, are we ever even going to end up together? Where is this relationship going? Where is this love really going? And so if you're in that position where you do feel that they betrayed you or cheated you or just turned their back on you, they are looking to make small gestures, small steps towards you to kind of test the waters. Okay, so they want to see if they can test the waters with you to see if you will forgive them, if you will take them back, if there's any kind of hope here for a reconciliation. So what's interesting here is the specific message that also came through from them. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. So again, I feel like there was a lot of things that they were frustrated about. It wasn't just in your relationship that they were misbehaving or acting out or engaging in this very erratic, I don't know what to do, so I'm going to try all these different things kind of behavior, right? Behavior that was not making sense, that may even have felt unstable to you. So this is the thing. It's like they know that they said hurtful things when they were coming from this energy. This is a very high-strung, highly reactive, stressed out, overwhelmed energy, right? So I feel like within that energy, they may have said or done things that were very hurtful to you, and now they are deeply regretting that. So they are seeking to make amends, like they are seeking to transform themselves, work on themselves, do that same internal work. Because the thing is, I also think that they know from the conversations that you've had before, from the ways in which you have come together and engaged in this love, in this connection, it's like they know that you have done this work. Like they already see how evolved you are when it comes to your emotions. Like they know that your emotional IQ is very high, right? And so it's almost like they want to rise to that level as well. Like they want to fix some of these emotional issues that they have so that they can rise to your level. Because with this inner child's energy, it's like they do tend to get triggered a lot faster. They do tend to be a bit more erratic in their emotions. They tend to kind of throw tantrums sometimes as well, in the way that kids often do to get what they want. And this may be another thing that has really kind of, again, made you smile knowingly because you know that you were there at one point, but also makes you frustrated in that, okay, when are they going to grow up and grow out of this kind of tantrum throwing, knee-jerk response, triggered kind of energy. And so this is why I feel that Spirit is saying here, as their final kind of guidance towards you is this idea of navigating by the stars and following your bliss. That continue to follow what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel strong and joyful, because we don't need to just take all of our happiness from the connection alone, right? There's so much more that we can explore for our own happiness. And just know that this is percolating for you. Like, as in, there's a divine timing to this. There is an absolute desire from your person to reconcile with you, to end up with you, to be with you. This is what they are seeking. But I think what Spirit is saying is, just because they're seeking that and they may come to you with this Six of Wands energy, it's okay to take it slow. Let them prove themselves to you. You know, let them, you don't have to just open the door wide open. Let them show you how they have changed. It's okay. Let them talk to you about the ways in which they are seeking to transform themselves, how they are seeking to navigate their own life and this connection as well. Like, what are they doing differently? How are they going to approach this connection, this love, this relationship in a much better way this time than the way they did before? So let them prove themselves to you, because see, they want a fresh start, and I feel like so do you. But it can't be based on old behavior, right? It can't be based on old paradigms and the same old, right? So what you want is to let them prove themselves to you, and then you can decide for sure whether you want to end up with them, because they certainly want to end up with you. So if you like this reading, please do make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of the oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey. Please make sure you leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next video. Hello, my lovelies who chose pile number 2, the Under My Umbrella card. Here is your reading, answering the question, will we end up together? Will we end, oh my gosh, look at that, twin flames, wow. Will we end up together? Okay, give me 1 second here, take a look. We have here the King of Cups, we have the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. All right, okay, so first of all, there is definitely an emotional shift going on here with your person. So they're coming through in this King of Cups energy, and this is really, really good, because I'm feeling that throughout this relationship, there is something in the person that you love that is emotionally not open. As in, there's some part of their heart that they have closed off. And it's not just to you, I think it's to everyone. There's some part of them that has to do with some sort of disappointments or betrayals in their life, or some sort of feeling like they didn't get their emotional needs met for a long time, that has made them cut themselves off energetically to feeling deep emotions. And this despair card, I feel, very much reflects that feeling that comes from feeling like you have never actually gotten what you want. So it's interesting. Sometimes I get songs, very rarely I get songs when I channel, and I don't know why this one is coming up strong. It's the U2 song, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. So that's very rare, and so if that's come through, then I know it is significant. So I feel like your love, it's like that's how they have lived their life. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And they're a seeker. They're constantly seeking something that is going to bring them satisfaction. And yet at the same time, they're always dissatisfied. There's a lot of dissatisfied energy coming from them precisely because they've been looking for that satisfaction in material life. So with this Nine of Pentacles, it's like this person may seem very successful on the outside. They have, because they don't want to go in too deep into their emotions, because they don't like to feel things deeply anymore. It's like they've cut themselves off from that. They put all of their emotions, their energy, their vibration, their focus into material life. And because they have done that, they have reached a certain level of success. As in, you know, on the outside, they come across as somebody who's very hardworking, who's very, very committed, who will pretty much do whatever it takes that needs to get done, and it will get done. So there's a lot here that you can respect. So I think this is why it's like both of you also have a really good support system. Like your person has friends who admire and respect them. They, you know, because they've spent their time earning that respect, as in, you know, they've made something of themselves. They have people around them who believe in them. They have people around them who respect their opinion. They've achieved a certain level of status, at least within their own community. And I feel like you have as well, as in you both have good friends around you to support you, to lean on at this time. And so I'm feeling that with this energy right here, let your friends help you. I'm feeling that for some of you, in terms of being together again, if you are not together right now, or you are, but you're going through a difficult time, I feel like there's a special message here from Spirit saying maybe it would help to have your friends facilitate something here, especially for those of you who are not in contact. As in, maybe you have friends in common, or friends who really love you, who can help you to kind of get over any kind of ego troubles you might be having, or kind of bridge that gap, act as a bridge between the two of you. Because I feel that there has been a lot of energy here of kind of self-sabotage, limiting yourself. This is the Eight of Swords. So this is the card of how we limit ourselves. We hold ourselves back from what is good for us. And so that also makes sense with your person and their energy coming through. It's like, even though with that Nine of Pentacles, they're so smart, so sharp, and so hardworking when it comes to material life and like the 3D world, you know, they struggle with their emotions. They hold themselves back from fully feeling things. So even though they love you, they have held themselves back from feeling the depth of that love. It's like they won't, you know, there's a certain door in their heart that always stays closed. Like they just don't open it. And I feel that part of this journey that you're on right now, it's going to be very important that your person finally gets to the point where they can open that door. And I feel that when they do open that door, which I think they will, because here you have the Romance and the Twin Flame card, which is so beautiful. So if you were looking for a confirmation that you may be on a twin flame journey, well, here it is, right? And so there's a lot of deep connection. If you don't believe in twin flames, that's absolutely fine. You can see this as just a very deep connection that the two of you definitely have. And so your person is thinking very, very romantically of you. In fact, when you first met, you may have noticed that the romance level was very, very high. You felt extremely romantic together. They may have, brought you flowers. They may have done sweet things for you. This is somebody who's used to doing that, as in they express romance more through material action than through opening up their emotion or being vulnerable and sharing their true emotions. So you may have noticed that this person gives you gifts, they do things for you, they take you to fun places, they get tickets for things, like that kind of stuff. Like they really like the outward show of love and care. That's how they show it. But you may have felt that while all of that is fun and it's great, there's still some part of your love that is not actually expressing their love in the way that would satisfy you. I feel like there's a bit of a dissatisfaction here, or like a bit of a letdown here, where it's like, what is wrong? Like, this person is so awesome in so many ways, but when it comes to saying simple things like, I love you so much, I want to be with you, I want us to always be together, going deeply into how they feel and expressing that is always an issue. And so you've always felt that disconnect, right? And what you've tried to do up till now is to kind of be satisfied with the material things that they do, with, any kind of sign that you get that they love and care about you, which they do give you a lot of signs. It's not that they don't love and care about you, but you've been trying to just kind of accept it as it is. But I feel like at some point it's not going to be enough, or already it reached that point where it wasn't enough, because you really did feel that they were not truly being honest with you. Like, they weren't, whatever they truly felt, they weren't verbalizing it in a way that would make your relationship grow, or in a way that you could take the relationship to the next level. And that's why I feel that there's been either issues and obstacles and challenges, or even from those you have stepped back or they have stepped back. So for some of you, I'm feeling that you may have finally confronted them about this. You may have said, look, I really enjoy our time together. I really appreciate all the romantic things you do, all the great things that you do for us, but I still feel like you're not being honest with me. Like, you're not sharing your deepest emotions with me. You're not sharing who you really are with me. And so for some of you, I feel like you may have approached that. You may have wanted to have open communication, and then your person pulled back. With this Eight of Swords also, they pulled back because it hit a nerve for them. And they may even have gotten upset with you. They may have even gotten frustrated with you, because in their mind it's like, well, I've been doing everything that I should have, like I've been doing, I've been taking you places, I've been giving you roses and flowers, and I've been giving you attention, and I always make sure that I send you text messages throughout the day, I check in on you, I've been doing everything. Why are you dissatisfied, right? So I feel like for some of you, that's a special message where they may have been triggered by you saying that all of that is wonderful, but I also want some emotional intimacy. Like, I want to know what you're truly thinking, what you're truly feeling. And that may have led them into this Eight of Swords energy of just like totally stepping back and holding back from you. And I can see how that would be extremely painful at this time. Guys, I'm sorry if you're hearing gardeners. I don't know why Wednesday's the day when all the gardeners in the neighborhood come out and start buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. So I'm so sorry. So here's a specific message from them to you. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you will magically be there. So see, so if you guys have somehow stepped back from each other, just know that they do want to end up with you. Yes, they do, because look, everywhere they go, they are wishing, hoping, like they're seeing you everywhere, right? They wish that you could just magically be there. They're missing you. And so that's also part of this despair energy, is that they are missing you. They don't feel right without you. They are trying their best to kind of, sit back and like not let it get to them. Lie back, rest, and relax. Like, they've been stressed out about this, but they're trying not to let it get to them. But the important thing here, though, is that they do feel this connection. Absolutely, yes. And because they feel it so deeply, that is another reason why they may not have been able to verbalize or communicate how they truly feel, because they do very much, yes, want to end up with you, and you will end up together as they start going deeper into this King of Cups energy. So I am feeling that this is what they're working on, that in this time that they've taken to kind of introspect, to lie back, relax, and really kind of think over what happened in your relationship, really think about it deeply and ask themselves the questions of, okay, why has this stalled, or why is this now in limbo? Like, why are we not together the way we should be? As they've asked themselves that question, they have gotten more honest with themselves about getting deeper and deeper and deeply connected to their heart space energy, right? So this is going to be very, very important. So yes, they are working on themselves. They are working on tapping into this Cups energy. And look at that, as they do that, there's a beautiful combination here, because now they're going to have it all. Like, it's like they are so good at the external and they're so good at the internal, and this is what's going to be a winning combination for them and for you together. Wow, I love that. I love that. So make sure, if you like this reading, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of the oracle decks that I've created, especially for all of you who are on this journey to love. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much. Much love to you. See you all in the next video. Okay, my beautiful ones who chose pile number 3, the Night Ride pile. Here is your reading, and we're answering the question, will you end up together? Will the two of you, the person you love, end up together? Wow. Okay, let's take a look here, see what we have. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. Yay! And the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, along with Honeymoon, Pause, Solitude, and Gates of Triumph. Okay, so this is very, very strong. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm going to start right here. 6 of Cups. This is definitely the energy of ending up together, right? It is the energy of reconciliation, of memories that you've built together in the past, you know, just a lot of really good feelings. I love what they always show on the card for 6 of Cups, because it's always usually a youth or a child giving another child a flower, and it's all about nostalgia. It's all about our deep emotions for somebody. It's also about really cherishing the memories that we have already created. And so I'm feeling that there is definitely a desire here that your love has to reconcile, or to be able to be with you and to end up with you. Now, there's a special message here I'm feeling for those of you who are in some sort of a third-party situation, where it's like either your love is being influenced by somebody else, as in like there's other people in their lives that are you know, that are not serving them well. Like, these connections are making them more susceptible to not making the best of decisions, right? So I'm feeling for some of you, there's definitely some sort of an issue where either your love is in a partnership that they're trying to get out of. This could be anything from a business partnership to some sort of like a divorce or a separation, or, you know, or an ex-spouse kind of situation. But it could also just mean anybody who is influencing your love in a way that is not good, or that anybody who is stressing them, who's putting stress and pressure on them because of certain demands that they have. And it's been difficult for your love to juggle or manage those energies, because we're also getting the Two of Pentacles. So this to me is the energy, definitely, right, of having a lot of things that need to be juggled, a lot on your plate. And so I feel for many of you, one of the reasons why you've been struggling, why the connection may have kind of stalled or kind of like petered out for now, is because you or your love, or both of you, just had too many other demands on your time, on your energy. Like, there are other worldly responsibilities that you two are dealing with. But I do feel that one of the stronger energies here is that your love is dealing with whatever this is, and this is also very stressful for them. So what it's done is that it's put them into the energy of kind of watching and waiting, kind of, while they still feel very nostalgic. It's almost like they have put themselves in kind of like a past tense energy. That's what I'm feeling from this. Is that when things started going wrong, or when obstacles or challenges came between the two of you, the way that your love dealt with it was by putting a halt, by putting a pause on the connection. See? They may have even said to you, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I don't think I can handle it. I'm not ready. Or I just don't want to be in a relationship because, A, B, and C. But I feel like they put some sort of a pause onto this connection. But I really do feel that a lot of it has to do with those other external responsibilities or external things that are getting in their way. And so what they did was they went into some form of solitude. Okay, so this is also can be seen as the Hermit's energy. So what they've done, and I do feel that they are exhausted from whatever it is that has been going on. There's a level of emotional and physical exhaustion that they're feeling because of this Two of Pentacles, right? That they've had some really tough choices to make. The twos in tarot are always about choices as well, right? So they had some really tough choices to make here. And that is why they feel that one of the most difficult choices that they had to make was to put a pause on your relationship, on your connection, because they were just not able to give you what you wanted and what you deserved. So I do feel that there's definitely issues where their attention and obligation was being torn in different directions. And so now it's like as they have gotten into this solitude energy, they are reminiscing, right? As they are alone right now without you, they may, be contacting you a little bit, but maybe not at all, maybe just once in a while, right? But as they are in this retreat mode, as they have stepped back and are kind of alone right now, they are definitely feeling the loss. They are missing you. They are reminiscing. They are playing out all the things that you did together in their mind over and over again. They are wishing that they could come back and offer you this beautiful flower, and it's like you've become this beautiful memory, but they're not yet willing to let this memory go. Because see, look at this. This is how they really felt. Like the times that you had together that they are, very nostalgic for, right? That they have the best memories of, really did feel like a honeymoon period. It really felt beautiful. Okay, they felt so good about this connection. This connection made them feel very warm, very nurtured, very cared for. I feel like there's nothing here at all that they had against you in any way, other than the fact that maybe you may have said something to them about being more attentive to them, or sorry, being more attentive to you, right? Or you may have gently even nudged them into thinking, look, it's time for you to make a final decision. Like if you feel that the person or people are not are not really behaving in a way that is right, maybe you should draw the line. Maybe you should have some boundaries. And I feel like for some of you, they may not have reacted well to that, because I do feel that this person has a hard time being told what to do. I know that many people, we all do, but I feel like this person especially, it's kind of like they're the kind of person who they have to come to the idea or the conclusion themselves. Even if you point out something that is so obvious, like they say, it's like as plain as the nose on your face, right? It's like, even if you were to point out something that is so obvious to them, they sometimes will deny it, because they're the kind of person who doesn't like to be told what to do or think. And so they have to come to that conclusion, no matter how simple, no matter how easy it seems, they have to come to it on their own. So it's very hard, right? So for you, it is very difficult, because I feel like in these situations, you were able to see things very, very clearly. And you saw a lot of things that were very obvious, right? That should have been obvious to your love, but it's like, even if it was obvious to them, they chose to bury it under the rug, as in they chose not to acknowledge that. And so they felt that it was easier for them to just deal with it the way that they want to deal with it, rather than acknowledging whatever it was to you. And so that's where I feel like there was like a big kind of clash of perspectives, right? And so that's why right now, look at this with the Seven of Pentacles energy. It's like your love is really seeking to assess where you guys are right now. Okay, they're kind of with that timeout energy. It's like they feel that they have a lot of responsibilities, again, a lot of things that they have to shoulder upon themselves, and they feel like they have been doing everything they can to make everybody happy, right? They feel like they have set aside their own needs, their own love, whatever they shared with you, in order to make sure that other things are in place, and other things are working, and other people are happy. And now they've gotten to the point where they're kind of rethinking that. They're like they've planted all these seeds everywhere, as in they've really done their best. They've worked hard. They've taken on so many burdens, responsibilities, right? That now it's like they're like, you know what? Wait a second. Let me sit back and take a look at where is this really getting me. So this is a really good energy when it comes to being in solitude as well, because I feel like within that solitude and in that Seven of Pentacles energy, we have that combination of, now that I'm on my own and I have time to think, I have time to really assess the situation, kind of look at what really happened. Maybe it's time I resettle my priorities. Maybe it's time I really decide what is the most important to me, who is the most important to me, and kind of clean out or clear away other things that are not, so that I can make space so that we can end up together. Okay, so that we can be back together again. Because again, I feel very much so that this is somebody who wants to end up with you, but they just got off track because of other influences and other issues. But now it's like this time is going to be critical for them, in order for them to really figure out what is in their best interest, like what has been great for them, what has not been great to them. Because see, for some of you, here's a specific message. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. So see, I feel that there was something here, especially for those of you who are in a third party situation. It's like they were with somebody that was convenient, that was conventional, some sort of a karmic relationship where, you know, this person didn't challenge them at all. This person was just a convenience. It was easy to deal with them because this relationship really didn't make them expand spiritually or emotionally or make them even grow in any way. And I feel that sometimes when you have someone who is in this Two of Pentacles, as in like, it's just, they have so much going on in their lives. They may have family that they are responsible for. They may have elderly parents that they may have siblings. They may have kids from a previous relationship that they feel very responsible for. It just gets to be too much, right? And so what they do is sometimes, in order to not be fully alone, they get into superficial relationships with people who are just kind of fun but nothing else. It doesn't take their actual energy. They don't have to put their heart on the line. They don't have to work hard. They don't have to grow. They don't have to do any of those things. So it becomes like an easy convenience, almost like an escape, you know, escape from the greater issues of life. So I feel that that is, for some of you, not for all of you, that your person, this is what they have been used to. This is where they're coming from. Just kind of having more superficial relationships because they can't handle anymore. But now with you, it's entirely different. Okay, it's entirely different. And now, because they're in this combination with the Six of Cups and this Seven of Pentacles, they are now realizing that, you know what, it's worth it. It's worth it to not be superficial anymore. It's worth it to be with you, the person with whom they can really grow and they can really feel amazing with. Not just, yeah, that's nice, that's good, it's whatever, but something that is deep, that is meaningful, and that makes them feel fantastic. Something that they need to prioritize. And that is why I feel, yes, you will end up together, because look, you got the gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Okay, this is so beautiful. So I do feel very much that with this gate of triumph and that Six of Cups reconciliation energy, that you are definitely both going to work towards prioritizing and definitely working towards being together. Wow. So please do let me know what you thought of this reading by giving me a comment. I love hearing from you. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. That would mean so much to me. If you'd like to have a personal reading, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of the oracle decks that I've created especially for you. So thank you so much for being here. Love you guys so much. I'll see you all on the next video.